a short video on adding fractions with the same denominator. This particular problem, we're starting with 5/8 plus 2/8. It reminds me of problems I've seen at my house when I was growing up. If we had a party and you had pizza, and so we're just going to make this one pepperoni, and I've got 5/8 of the pizza left over after the party. And over here, we had 2/8 of a pizza left over. I'm just going to put some orange on it, and we're just going to call it cheese. So we have 2/8 of a cheese pizza left and 5/8 of a pepperoni pizza left. My mom, instead of taking 2 boxes and putting them in the fridge, because we were usually cramped for fridge space, would do something else. She would take these 2 pieces and bring them over here and put them in this box. So now those 2 pieces are over here and they're not here anymore. In fact, this box has been thrown away completely. And now we look at how much pizza do you have left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces out of 8 in all. So it equals 7/8. So when I'm adding fractions that have the same denominator, I do numerator plus numerator. And then my denominator doesn't do diddly. It stays the same. So 5/8 plus 2/8 equals 7/8. Let me try a couple more for you. 4/8 plus 4/8. So I'm going to do top plus top equals 8. Denominator doesn't change, so it's 8. 8 over 8. If I've got 8/8, that's really 1 whole of whatever the thing is. 7/9 plus 4/9, top plus top equals 11. Denominator doesn't change. I'm at 11/9. That's an improper fraction, and in 5th grade we would change that. So this really means 11 divided by 9. There's 1 9 in 11. I subtract. There's a 2 left over, so there's 1 remainder 2. I tell the kids to slide this over there to help them remember. Oh yeah, big 1 that's coming from right there. And right here, my fraction part that's remainder is right there. So 1 and 2/9. So if I take 7/9 plus 4/9, I get 11/9, which is the same as 1 and 2/9. Stop the video when you try them out. All right, here we go. 3 plus 3 is 6. When I do the top, denominator doesn't change. It's 6/8. I think I can simplify that because both of my numbers are even. So if I divide them by 2, and we're in 5th grade, so we like numbers that have been simplified. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 3/4. So 3/8 plus 3/8 really equals 3/4. 5/6 plus 4/6. Top plus top's 9. Denominator doesn't change. 9/6. Again, that really means 9 divided by 6. Goes 1 time. 1 times 6 is 6. 3 left over. 1 remainder 3. Bring that 6 over under here. So I'm at big 1 and 3/6. Oh, I can simplify that another stage because the fraction part I have 3/6. I can divide both of those by 3. So that would equal 1 and that would equal 2. So what's really big 1, that 1, we didn't do anything with it, so it just comes down 1 and 1/2. So 5/6 plus 4/6 equals 9/6, which is the same as 1 and 3/6, which is the same as 1 1/2. Stop the video when you try it out. 7 plus 6 is 13. Denominator stays the same at 10. 13 divided by 10, there's only 1 10 in 13. And we had a little technical difficulty there for a second. 1 times 10 is 10. Subtract, I got 3 left over, so this is 1 remainder 3. The 10 comes over, big 1 and 3/10. I think by right now, after doing this a couple times, people should already notice if this is a fraction less than 1 and this is a fraction less than 1, if I add them together, this part right here, my whole number part, can never be anything bigger than 1. It could never be a 2 because this is less than 1 and this is less than 1. So it would never be 2 unless I'm adding like multiple fractions. If I was adding like 3 things together, 7/8 plus 7/8 plus 7/8. Try the other problem out. 1/9 plus 5/9. 1 plus 5 is 6. 9, my denominator doesn't change. I look at it real quickly. They're not both even. They are both numbers I say when I sing the 3 song, though. 3, 6, 9. So I can divide them both by 3. When I simplify, 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. 2/3. So 1/9 plus 5/9 equals 2/3. Stop the video when you try it out. 3 plus 2 is 5. Denominator doesn't change. This really means 5 divided by 4. It goes 1 time. 1 left over. Bring over my denominator. So that's really 1 and 1/4. 7/8 plus 5/8. 7 plus 5 is 12. 8 doesn't change. 12 divided by 8, it goes 1 time. When I subtract, I got a 4 left over. Bring my denominator over. 1 and 4/8. I notice in my fraction part they're both even, so I can divide them by 2. I've got 2 and 4. They're both still even, so I could divide by 2 again. Thought I was going to be finished there. So I got a 1 over 2. Oh, that one also equals 1.5. So 7/8 plus 5/8 equals 1.5. Last page, try it out. 3 plus 2 is 5. Denominator doesn't change. 5 over 5. Oh, that's just a big 1. Could I have divided that out? What would happen if I divided it out? Because this really means 5 divided by 5. It goes 1 time. Oh, there's no remainder. That's why it's just a 1 and there's no fraction part here. 7/9 plus 5/9. 7 plus 5 is 12. Denominator doesn't change. Take my 12, divide it by 9. Goes 1 time. This time I have a remainder of 3. Bring my 9 denominator over, so I got 1 and 3/9. Can I simplify it? 3, 6, 9. Yep, I can divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Final answer is 1 and 1/3. So that's how you would be able to add numbers that have the same denominator.